Hey guys, haven't made a video in a while, so I figured I'd do something that I didn't expect that I'd be doing. But I'll go ahead and do a G6R review. Probably not going to be making many, but I do plan on keeping this gun for a really long time, so I give you guys my opinion on it. Let's go ahead and start with this barrel. The stock barrel is pretty nice. I believe Bob Long said he was having custom products make their barrels. It was pretty nice. It was quiet. I just didn't like the fact that I got a 691 bore. I'm not sure if you can see this, but that does say 691. So what I ended up doing is I went over to McCarter Brown and found someone who can freak bore, so I got a freak board. Now I only use 684 and 687 bores because that's all I need for the paint that I use, but now it accepts freak inserts, and there you go. Now I'm ready to rock any paint bore. Don't have to worry about a barrel kit, nothing. I have my R7 replay mount on there. It works great. I had to jerry rig it a little bit because it didn't really fit the Bob Long mount, but that's alright. Ergonomically, it feels great. I added the exalt grip and the boobies band just to make it feel that much better. But other than that, it's really stretched out, real stretched out, and just feels great in the hands. It's really slim, got a very slim profile. Not sure if you can see how slim that is. And it just, it's a good shooter once you figure out all the kinks. It's kind of pinky, it's kind of picky with the pressures and all that, but once you get it shooting right, it's going to shoot good, and you'll really like it. As far as I'm concerned, it's probably the only Bob Long gun worth getting. But then again, I haven't shot any of his newer guns. As far as maintenance goes, taking apart the whole thing can get a bit tricky at times, but changing the battery is easy. Maintaining the bolt and ram and LPR is really easy. So as far as basic maintenance goes, it's really easy, quick, and that's good. A lot of people tend to like that. I used to be a DM owner, and people used to not like to maintain DMs, or tend not to, so maintaining guns is not really a problem for me. I have the 2011 version, so I have the light as opposed to the screen, but that's okay with me. Regulator I haven't really had any problems with, neither with the LPR. Haven't really had a lot of whole problems with this gun. I actually really love the stock trigger too. As Mike said, Bob Long guns have nice triggers, and I'm going to go ahead and agree with him on that. I think Bob Long guns have really nice triggers. It's easy to get on, it's got a nice simple design, easy to adjust. Bolts. People tend to like to upgrade the bolt as far as G6Rs go, but I think this stock bolt is just fine. It hasn't broken any paint for me yet, and that's a good thing for a poppet. It's actually really quiet for a poppet too. And that has to do with the barrel too. And it's just been a solid shooter for me personally. And I might be lucky with this G6R, but this happens. I don't know, man. I really like this G6R. It's probably going down as my favorite gun that I've owned right now. However, I'm trying to get a hold of a Lux, so hopefully, if I get a Lux, that might change. Because I got to shoot a Lux, and that was really nice. And Luxes aren't as picky as far as pressure goes. Just set it at 550 and you'll be good. This, you got to worry about the LPR pressure and all that good jazz. Overall though, I think the G6R is a very, very good gun. If you want me to talk about all the different parts, the ASA is good. It's simple, it works. Regulator, good, had no problems. LPR, easy to adjust. Just got to make sure it's at the right pressure. Clamping feed neck, I was kind of upset that my replay mount didn't fit on it properly, but hey, stuff happens sometimes, so it clamps just fine. In fact, I can adjust it through this little lever right here. I can actually adjust it through that, and that I really like that. I like that with the DMs too. Even though I didn't get that, I couldn't, like with this one I can have a screw and I can fine thread it, and with the DMs I couldn't do that. It was more of a bigger gap, so sometimes loaders didn't fit properly. This gun runs on low pressure, and I just got an SLP reg for my Disruptive 45, so I'll be doing a shooting video of that tomorrow, and put that up as well. Yeah, it's pretty much all I can think about going over right now. I don't want to take it apart and all that. You know, there are plenty of people who've taken apart G6Rs that you can look up. I just want to give you guys my quite honest opinion that I think this is a solid shooter. Oh, and I love the fact that you could put 4 eyes in there. I think more guns should start doing that. It's not really a problem for guns, but I think it's just a nice feature to have. Just like people complain about not having a screen on the back, it's not necessarily a problem, but it's just a nice feature to have. And so I think I'm going to close it off with that. This gun is good, but there are features that could make it better. And, you know, the whole thing with ball-on guns, and I think with me, and I think my biggest gripe about it is just the lack of packaging, the lack of good customer service, and how complicated his guns are. I think that's why Planet Eclipse is so much more popular, is because they have good customer service and they have like guns that are really easy to use and maintain. However, I'm trying to not be a PE fanboy. I like their guns, but I don't know. I want something a little more unique, which is currently why I have this G6R. And if I get a Lux, then yeah, I might be more like a bigger popular paintball group, but their Luxes are popular for a reason, just like the DMs are popular for a reason. They shoot really good. Ball guns, if you can get them to not be picky with you, then they shoot really good. So, my closing argument would be that this G6R is a good shooter, and I definitely suggest trying one out if you can afford it, and if you can't, shoot one first and then save up the money for it if you really enjoy it. If I had to rate this on a scale from 1 to 10, I think I would rate it a 8 or 7. The down factors being that, one, I got a 691 bore, which is just complete bull crap. That's not cool, because they were releasing them earlier with smaller bores, and I got a bigger bore, which sucked. And that it can be a picky gun. It's just not for everybody. So, much like most gun, it's personal preference. I personally enjoy this. I think it's a solid shooter. But I am being honest that there can be some downsides to this gun. So, I hope you guys enjoy this review. It's kind of short, quick. I just kind of didn't even plan this at all, I just kind of did it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and PM me or comment down below, and I'll be sure to get to those as fast as I possibly can. And I'll try to get some more videos up. But like I said, if I left anything out, let me know, and I'll try to answer those. Don't expect me to be making a ton of reviews, one, because I suck at them, and two, just because I can't be getting guns left and right. Like, I'll be sticking with this guy for a really long time unless I somehow get a Lux, which I doubt I will, but hey, anything can happen. Thanks, guys.